we talk about sexual market value versus like personal worth, right? So when we start talking about a woman's value or like a high value man or high value woman or something like that, I think we tend to conflate that with, oh, does that guy look like a male stripper? That's a high value man. Okay, well, there's a lot of qualifiers that go along with that. But when you say a woman is a 10 or she's a 7 or she's a 6 or whatever else it is, and you're trying to quantify what the sexual market value of that woman is, I don't think enough people really realize that we're not talking about like, you're a bad person, right? I mean, Mother Teresa was a very good person. She has a lot of personal value, but she's probably not going to be that high on the sexual market value scale. So we're separating those two. And I think that even the women that were interviewed on this clip here have a really tough time separating sort of their intrinsic inherent worth as a human being, as a person, versus whatever their sexual market value might be. And in this case, we can see that, what is it? I think it's like 75% of the U.S. population is either obese or overweight right now.
So this is where the major difference, and I want to hear what you guys have to say, especially you as a nutritionist. I want to hear what you have to say. What happens is, as a man, if you play quarterback for a football team or if you're a cardiologist, the things that make you professionally viable also make you sexually attractive to the opposite sex. If you're a cardiologist and you're a female, the things that make you sexually viable are not the same as the things that make you sexually attractive to the opposite sex. And one of the difficulties that happens is the female cardiologist, she's going to be looking for men to date that are in her same tax bracket and her same education level. But the problem is those men are looking back at the female cardiologist, but they're also looking back at the younger women who are not cardiologists, who don't have a degree and are just hot. And so there's this competition problem that ends up happening. And so that's where the difference comes. And so if there was a female cardiologist and she saved one of my family members' life, she would have incredible value to the world, but it wouldn't make me want to date her more. Does that make sense?
It does, and it's actually a trend at the moment for guys to go for younger women, and I think that's it's giving me kind of grooming vibes. Like you can like morph the girls and like to grow up however you want, and I actually find that not a good thing. I think it's a bad thing. Like, because eventually then they're going to find someone who's happy with them exploring themselves and becoming who they are meant to be, as opposed to who have they been morphed into by a
what do you mean exploring
an
themselves?
older man, for instance.
Got it. What do you mean exploring
Well,
themselves?
it's like, for instance, you'll know about like soul searching or whatever you think, finding who you are as a person. We start to become who we surround ourselves with. So how is someone meant to know that if they are literally confined to just knowing what they're taught or like morphed into, like groomed into? Yeah.
Well, I mean, then
you can literally have like an older guy date a younger woman, tell them how to dress, what to do their hair.
What if the older guy does not tell the younger woman how to dress, and what if we're talking about two people who are around the same age where the man is just as controlling? Like this is a regular like Quaker or Islamic wedding.
They still morph. We still morph into like our partners,
For sure.
right? Like little
Absolutely.
traits we pick up even when we've left.
So is it also possible for a woman to have toxic traits and to also pass those things along and beat
women can be horrible
and beat the men down?
Women can be horrible, bro. Like, sorry, I'm kidding. No, they can. Like, I have, I've dated some incredible guys. I've also dated a really, really bad one. But, I know for a fact how horrible women can be. We can be so malicious. Hopefully, I'm not saying that about myself, just saying. Hint, hint, okay? But no, I've come across some really, really horrible women and also some guy friends who have been broken by women, And it's like we've constantly got this battle of the sexes going on whilst there's so much going on around us. It's like